All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, America. Good evening, people of the world, uh, people of every ethnicity, every race, every culture, every background. Greetings. My name is Mikhail Jackson, and uh, I just want to put out a worldwide alarm for America and the rest of the world to wake up. For America and the rest of the world to wake up. And I'm going to do my best to keep this video as brief as possible. I mean, we might run into the 20-30 minute mark, but this is not going to be the average video that you hear about just wake up, America, wake up. God specifically placed it in my heart today on December 3rd, 2022, just about maybe 20 minutes ago. So roughly around 6 p.m. to put out a message on YouTube and to upload content on my YouTube to wake the world up. I've been thinking about this for a while, thinking about putting content out and getting the message across. I've taken steps back from social media, certain people, conversations, atmospheres, and really just devoted a lot of my time this year to growing in my relationship with Christ and with God. And this year has truly been a very interesting year for me. And even last year, for the past year and a half, more so for the past my whole life, but I'll just speak on just a year and a half. I want to keep this as clear as possible so that it's clearly understood as to what I'm about to share. And I'm gonna hit on a few topics just to cover some things that I know is on the heart of God and on the mind of God as it pertains to the world as we know it right now and to the whole universe. I mean, this is groundbreaking information. A lot of us know, and some may not know, but I want to tell the world we have to wake up before it's too late. We have to wake up before it's too late. We have to wake up before it's too late. We have to wake up before it's too late. I have my computer and I'm gonna run through some truth and some research that I found on my awakening. And I'm gonna start with some scripture. I'm gonna give a little bit of content, my background of what I've seen in my own life, and then gonna give you all just some research and some things for you to fact check, so you don't think I'm just bull coning you. You know, and I'm gonna start with a verse. I'm gonna, like I said, make this as clear as possible. First verse I talk about is John chapter 8, verse 32. And it's a worldwide known verse. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And this truth that I bring to you today is called the light. The light is the truth. I don't go too deep into certain things, but felt I had to really just make a video. Okay. I'll speak about a portion. I mean, this is not even over 1% of my awakening this year. And I've been woke for a while, but it's just, and what I mean by woke, enlightened, aware of what's going on a major level. I mean, and this is huge. And again, I'll do my best to stay within certain boundaries of time because I don't want to make this video long, but I have to put this out. Beginning of last year, last year I went to Texas Southern University. Okay, and all this that I'm telling you is going to be true. This is the truth from my experience so far. The beginning, my whole life, I fought demons. Okay, I fought darkness. This is my first topic. This is what I'm leading into. I'm gonna start off talking about the darkness and how I've become aware of this. And I'm sharing this because it's very important. There's a scripture, Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Last year, I was a student at Texas Southern University on campus. I'm gonna breeze through this, okay, because it's not even the body or the main content. I just want to lead into this message correctly so that you all have some background information. I've always sought the Lord. I've always had a very powerful relationship with God, and I know He's real. I know angels are real. I know demons are real. I know there is a battle between light and darkness. I don't believe in aliens. Certain things I don't believe in. But if asked a proper question, I do believe I can give you an answer for what aliens and certain things are, but that's not what we get into. It's not what I'm getting into. God began to make me so aware of the darkness last year. Again, my whole life, I've had an awareness, but last year specifically, the darkness really began to show me who it was. I was riding my bike. I was at Texas Southern University. I had an electric bike. I would ride my bike on campus. I did it for fun and games because I'm a silly guy. It was a small bike. Like the bike was maybe 4 feet high. It was like a small, but it was a motorbike, and it got me where I needed to go. And basically, I was at the gym at Texas Southern University's Recreation Center. After I went and worked out, I went and iced my ankles. I was cool with the athletic trainers and the sports coordinators at Texas Southern University, and they gave me a rule and gave me certain favors. One day after I iced, I rode my bike. I'm going down the Tiger Walk. Again, all this is 100% accurate. I can get on the phone with somebody and they can confirm this. I got on the Tiger Walk. The Tiger Walk is a long road on Texas Southern University's campus. You can look this up. And it stretches well over 400 feet, maybe. Well over. And it covers the whole, it basically, from this road, every piece of the university, just about, all the buildings, the library, the financial aid office, the cafeteria, the gym, everything can be found on this road. Freshman dorms. I mean, any building that you want to go to. People first, I promise you're going to have to walk through the Tiger Walk, which is this long road that basically people walk through to get all around campus. Okay, really, really simple. One day I'm riding down the Tiger Walk, Thousands of people walk this thing, guys. Thousands again, thousands of people. I was riding my way down the Tiger Walk, and all of a sudden, I saw someone to my right, a man, and he was looking at me like this. And when I saw him, I instantly knew something. I instantly felt that it was a devil, a demon that was looking at me like that. But I didn't think it would go as deep as it went. When he saw me, he looked like this, like really evil. And I was on the phone with a friend, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, I hope this is not what I think it is, because I'm really low key. I don't mind exposing my spirituality. I'm not ashamed, but at the same time, I was one of the dudes. I rather just stay at the back and just chill. You know, I don't want to get into stuff. You know, I really try to chill. And I had to turn and go towards him. When I did that, he came down and looked at me, and then he started growling. Right? And at this point, you know, people are not really looking, but some people saw it. And all of a sudden, I got to him, and he stopped my bike. He got in front of me, and he says, "You're not supposed to be here." His voice was very deep. It was loud. At that moment, I knew it was Satan, okay? I knew it was the devil. At this point, he starts yelling and saying, "You're not supposed to be on campus. Why are you here? Why are you here? You're not supposed to," right? Hundreds of people started looking. I mean, this happened in front of hundreds of people, okay? It was many witnesses around. And at that point, I said, "Oh my God, Lord, I'm not trying to be involved in this. I don't want people seeing my face and seeing this foolishness. I don't want to be seeing this interaction, because this dude just stopped me in front of thousands of people and is yelling at me, you know, and causing a scene. I don't want to be in a scene." Okay? So I try to turn and go to my right and go into the cafeteria. He follows me, and guys, inside the cafeteria is like probably another 500 plus people. He follows me, and he grabs my bike, y'all, and starts to wrestle with it, right? This whole ordeal lasted maybe 7 minutes. He starts to wrestle with my bike, and he says, get this bike out of here." He was a TSU worker, guys. He was a TSU worker. He starts wrestling my bike, hitting it up against the rail. I mean, just aggressively wrestling with it, aggressively. Like, "Get out of here." Like, you know, he's yelling and screaming. And people are like, "Bro, what you do to do?" And I'm like, "I didn't do anything, bro." And I'm trying to talk to him because I know it's a demon. I'm like, "Hey, man, calm down, dude. Calm down. This is not, we don't need to do this, bro. Like, it's too many people. I don't like my name being in people's mouth as if I'm a troublemaker or people thinking I done did something crazy, dude. I'm a good dude, bro. I don't get in this foolishness. You know, all I do is keep my head low. I'm a peaceful dude, bro." You know, and as we wrestling with it, it's so many people looking, you know, we playing tug of war. So I just let my bike go a little bit, you know, but I knew he was going to fly back, but I was trying to get him to chill, like, so that I can let the bike go, but I had to let it go. And he flew back, hit the wall. When he hit the wall, he came back at me swinging, trying to fight me, right? He didn't hit me right here. You know, I got that weed game, mwah, mwah, you know, but, and everybody that know me know I got them hands, but that's besides the point. I didn't want to fight that dude because I knew it was a demon, right? And I can fight, but it's no need, okay? It's no need, all right? We're fighting against, I know that I'm fighting against the darkness, all right? When he comes up to me and swing, you know, I have to just kind of dodge and say, "Hey, dude, calm down, bro." He then grabs my bike and throws it outside. And now we got a whole crowd of people. You know, I mean, it's just a ton of people, yeah. Okay? He throws my bike outside, grabs it. Again, over thousands of people are watching this. Throws my bike. And people like, "Bro, what in the world just happened?" And they said, "Did you know?" I said, "Dude, I didn't do nothing to him." That was my first demonic experience at Texas Southern University. Texas Southern University. All right, where a man manifested like that. Okay, this happened. The second instance, you know, and for some of you might say, "Bro, that's just normal." You know, you probably had a mental disability. Okay, this happened again. Okay, it happened a second time with somebody else. Me and my roommates. There was this young lady who was struggling. We had a co-ed dorm where basically women or male and female stay in these dorms, and there was nothing sexual or nothing going on, nothing crazy. Okay, everybody was friends, but this young lady started doing drugs and other stuff. So weird stuff started happening around my room, and I'm gonna finish this real quick. Weird stuff started happening around my room, right? Weird stuff, weird things started happening around my room. I started, my hairbrush came up missing. Certain items, right, came up missing. I'm thinking my roommate's playing, I'm like, okay. And then go up on my day, say, hey guys, what's up? Hey, where's y'all? Did y'all see my stuff? And said, no, bro. I'm thinking they playing because we all play with each other. They say, no, okay. Leave that alone. Another day, I come back, and she's staying with us. It's water in the restroom, right, on the floor. And it wasn't just a lot, but it took up maybe 25%, 15% of the floor, right? It was like somebody took a shower with water outside with the curtain, like, just about open. No curtain covering the shower. Water's all over the floor. And I'm asking, guys, who did this? No, nobody knew. Okay, I got it up. Another day, I go in, I wake up, go to the restroom. I had Noxzema cream. My Noxzema cream, it was all over the restroom. But listen to this, it wasn't just all over the restroom. It was as if somebody stuck their fingers in my Noxzema cream and started making certain markings all over my room. I mean, all over the restroom. I mean, markings, like symbols, okay? Like all over the counter. I mean, you can tell there's a finger. You can tell. And I thought it was a joke, okay? I asked my roommates, hey guys, who did this? I mean, do nothing. I said, hey man, one of y'all putting marks in my room. They said, man, Kelly, I'm about to mess with you, dude. I said, y'all, all right. And we laughing, right? Because I really thought they was playing. I came look at this, and they look, and they laugh, and when they get to the room, they, and they looking, they say, bro, one of them said, bro, what the F? And I'm looking, because I'm sure he did it. I was waiting, but I can tell that he was startled. And I'm like, okay, it's some weird stuff going around here now. It's some weird stuff. I asked everybody in the room. They're like, nah, bro, we didn't do that. So I'm looking. The only other person I haven't talked to while all these things been happening is this young lady. I'm like, okay, bro, okay. I'm gonna talk to her. I cleaned it up or whatever, or somebody cleaned it up. Move on. I let it go because I got really busy with classwork and stuff that day. Just let it go. The last time something happened, there was water this time. This time I heard banging in my restroom. Somebody's taking a shower in our restroom, right? There was banging, boom, boom, boom. And then we all come out the rooms like, what in the world? Like all you hear is like just crazy banging, you right? And we all come out and I'm like, what in the world, dude, is going on? I'm thinking they just playing, but you heard it, but like somebody's jumping all across the restroom. I'm not making this up. Mike, the rest of my roommates, they come out there, is everything all right? I say, dude, that's not me. That's not me, dude. And they look and like, bro, who is it? And we found out the young lady's in there, right? And so we're like, bro, is she good? And I don't know. So we just let it slide because she stopped. When she came out the restroom, I went to the restroom maybe 15 minutes after she finished. I went in my room, done some homework, came out. Water was all over the floor, right? I mean, like somebody flooded the restroom with water. Like water was everywhere, right? And then I was like, okay, this young lady did this. I said, hey man, Mike, that was one of my roommates. Hey man, let's talk to this. Let's talk to her, bro. Because, dude, it just made sense. I knew she was the one that always, at that point, put water on the floor because it was just obvious. But we caught her this time. And so I talked to her, hey, can you please get that up? She had an attitude, right? And then all of a sudden, she goes into this trance where she's like, Mikhail knows. He knows. He knows. And she starts saying he's a life coach. Like, start speaking certain things that I am. Like, he's this, he's that. Like, and they looking like, what in the world is, and what's going on? One of my roommates was a psychologist. So when he see this phenomenon going on, his first go-to wasn't just the spiritual route. It was really thinking about what's actually going on, right? And he's like, what in the world is this, right? And so he goes and he looks. He said, young lady, is everything all right? Kay, is everything all right? Okay, Kayla, is everything all right? Like, you good? And she starts saying, yeah, I'm not cleaning up that water. Mikhail know what that water's for. He did it. Like, she started saying stuff like I touched her, and like, I mean, just all types of crazy stuff. And my roommates knew something wasn't right. Right. And then she gets in and starts making certain things where I'm understanding spiritual connection. She says, yeah, Mikhail liked the water. He knows what the water symbolizes. He knows what those symbols mean, right? And she basically starts hinting at the water representing baptism, right? In the Christian religion. And so I'm just listening to all this, and I knew it was a devil just by what she was saying. And I said, all right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all handle this. I left because I'm like, oh man, I'm not trying to get into no spiritual warfare. Honestly. We end up having to kick her out because she tried to sneak to the kitchen and it was knives in there. And if we all felt she was going for some knives. Okay, and would have tried to hurt me. And I tested her. I would have loved for her to stay, but we couldn't. And we just couldn't. I just didn't feel safe. That was my second demonic manifestation. Then certain other things happened this year, right? People shooting at me. I mean, it's just so much that's happened this year to where I'm understanding that the darkness is creeping in on me, right? And for some reason, it's attacking me generally and intentively, right? It's actively pursuing me, darkness, trying to get me out of here, right? So I'm going through this awakening. On top of that, God is showing me certain things in my dreams. I'm just having intense spiritual encounters, seeing all types of things. I don't want to get into all that, but this year, I've really been woken up to a certain side of the spiritual world, okay? And it's important for everybody to wake up, okay? It's important. Through my own journey, I've just come down to this level of awareness, but everybody needs to wake up, okay? Again, I'm reading the scripture. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay. And now I'm gonna just get straight into my topics. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna try to stay under, we at the 23-minute mark. I'm gonna try to stay under 40 minutes. I want to get through this now. The darkness is a real thing. And when I'm talking about darkness, I'm talking about intense evil and intense wickedness that goes above and transcends what the world and what people and humanity itself knows. I'm talking about intense darkness that is really trying to cover the world, and it's evil. And I'm not talking about something that you've heard before. I'm not talking about the darkness that because this term evil, wickedness, it gets thrown around so much now to where the value of it is sucked dry. But I'm talking about true evil and true dark intent in the eyes of men, to the point where humans don't care about what's right and wrong. I'm telling you, I'm talking about intense darkness that supersedes morality and the laws of right and wrong, the laws of true morality. This evil transcends the laws of integrity, the laws of ethics. This evil, I'm talking about intense darkness, guys. Okay. And it's here in the world today. This darkness fell from heaven. Okay. It came from heaven. with the angel that we know as Lucifer, and some might say that's not his name. I'm not getting into that, but we know this darkness or this entity as Satan or Lucifer, all right? And there's many names and titles, okay, to call this being, but he is real. He is real, and he is the ruler of this world. This world was given unto him, okay? This world was given unto him. And he is really active. He's very active, much more than a lot of people know. And a lot of people might not encounter warfare from him because they are not awakened, or they're not much of a threat to his kingdom. Excuse me if I make anybody mad. If you have not encountered this darkness, you're not a threat. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? You're not a threat. This evil, again, this transcends any human thought of evil, any human idea, or any concepts or theories that you can even come together. This darkness, humans don't even have words to describe the actual depth and richness of this evil and wicked world that is known as the demonic world. I mean, this is huge, guys. This is huge. Okay? And it's in the world today. It's in the world. I see and I look out in the world how people, and I'm going into my step now, I see how people are so asleep. About a few weeks ago, I heard something, because I've been hearing voices. I hear voices, right? And you can think I'm crazy with we're not getting into that. I could care less. Jesus heard voices. Okay. I be hearing things, I've been hearing things for a while. Okay. The other day I heard something and it said, right in front of my face. I'm sleeping, but I'm not sleeping. My eyes are closed, but I heard something like snoring right next to me. And I'm like, bro, I'm the only person here. No way, right? There's no way. I'm the only person here. And then the next day I hear, right? I didn't understand. I'm like, what in the world? I didn't pick up anything demonic. God began to tell me, son, I'm tired of the world and the church sleeping. They need to wake up before it's too late. I need you to wake my people up, son. I need you to wake them up. And God told me that, and it shook me to my core. I heard this, y'all. There's darkness running rampant in the world, and everybody is in this fight, whether you want to be in it or not. It doesn't matter. The fact that you were born here, Satan has his eyes on you. Satan and the darkness has an intent and a motive to take you out of here. It don't matter if you're Christian, it don't matter if you're Muslim, it don't matter what religion you are. The devil, Diablo, he's here. Okay? It don't matter. Now, I see so much foolishness going on, guys. This year I've taken time to really analyze a lot of who I engage contact with because of the demonic manifestations that have been happening in my life and because of the darkness, okay? And guys, I've left out a lot of content, but I'm trying to make this message as simple, short as possible. There's so much darkness that I've been awakened to. I mean, guys, I've even been threatened to go to jail for 2 years over something. I mean, and like I said, guys, this is serious. This is serious. This is serious stuff. Okay, this is serious stuff. Okay, and I can't unsee all that I've seen. It baffles me how quick people are to fight, how quick people are to become aggressive, how quick people are to deny the truth. Christians, preachers, people who call themselves children of God, pastors, teachers, evangelists, prophets, bishops, apostles, people in the fivefold ministry. And beyond even the world of Christianity, it baffles me how people conceal the truth and hide the truth. We spend so much time fighting, fussing, doing so much stuff, guys. I got a question though. Where are all these missing children at? That's my first topic. Where is all these missing children? I'm going to let that sit right there. Where's all these missing children? I'm waiting. What do you mean, missing children? Where are all the missing children in the world? I'm waiting. According to the Center for the Missing.org, listen to this. For 2021, of the 521,000, I can't pronounce this number. Jesus Christ. 521,705 people. Hopefully I pronounced that right. My mind is somewhere else. New missing persons reports entered into the consensus. 317,869 missing persons were under the age of 18. 317,000. Over 300,000 people, guys. I mean, this number is great. Over 300,000 missing people were under the age of 18. Excuse my number pronunciation, but over 300,000. And this is according to the Center for the Missing.org. In Texas alone, there were 46,581 missing people in 2021, with 33,774 of those people being children. Guys, I'm gonna hit this topic really simple. Where are all the missing children? There is an elite class of people, okay? There's an elite class, and there are wicked people who sell organs, who organ traffic, who sex traffic children, who put children up to child labor, who take children from their parents and ship them around the world. And a lot of these businesses are involved in this. I mean, businesses, guys. Businesses, guys. I'm not gonna call them no names, but businesses that you all use. I'm talking about businesses that deal in merchandising, that you all order your clothes off of, that you all order your soap and certain things. Businesses are involved in this child sex traffic ring. And this organ stealing that's going on around, this is real stuff. This organ stealing is real stuff. No, it's not. No, it's not. What? Organ stealing? What? You said organ stealing? Yes. I said organ stealing, guys. I said organ stealing. What do you mean organ stealing? I tell you. I'm gonna hurry up with this. More specifically called organ trafficking. And I'm just randomly going to type in organ trafficking. And I'm going to let y'all see this. Look at this. Organ trafficking. I randomly typed it in. This is not a staged topic, guys. I'm just free flowing. But I'm randomly going to type this. Watch this. Organ. This is according to acamstoday.org. Organ trafficking, a lucrative global illicit trade, is often a lesser discussed form of human trafficking among anti-human trafficking stakeholders due to its intricate and often stealth nature, meaning it's subtle. You don't really see it, but it happens. Trafficking, sex, and labor are more commonly thought of forms of human trafficking among policy leaders in the world. However, organ trafficking holds a critical place with transnational organized crime. I'm not gonna get into the depth. I just want to prove organ trafficking is real. Meaning there's people around the world that sell people's organs for money and takes it, steals it. Okay? This is true research. There's darkness, such as the children, missing children around the world. And we got all the time, the media shows what they want. And we still ain't found the missing children from years ago. Guys, Children don't just come up missing. Let me help everybody see how real this is. Let's say your child walked down the street. Now some of you might say, dude, he just walked down the street. Or children, they go missing all the time. Watch this. If a child goes down the street, that child will be found down the street. Okay, if I had a kid and they walked outside of my house, they went down the street. Let's say they went down the street, right? Somebody gonna see my child. If that's where they went, it's really easy to understand, guys. But if that child did not go down the street, and in fact is somewhere else, he would not be found. And a lot of people, they think, yeah, these missing children, that ain't nothing big to look into. That ain't nothing huge. This is normal. You know, children go missing all the time. That's where they get you at. And it's sad. That's where they get you at. That's where they get you at. That child ain't missing, he down the street. If he was down the street, he would have been found by now. Listen to this. If a child was down the street, he would have been found. And this is happening across the globe, missing children. Where are all these missing kids at, guys? Where are all these missing children? Where are all these missing children? I'm going to tell you. People taking them and hid these children. Not all of the children that go missing, but there is a percentage of kids, you can do the research, that get stolen and they never returned. And I promise you, some of them children are being child sacrificed. Some of them children are being molested, raped. Some of them children are being organ trafficked. Some of them children have been put in sex trafficking. You guys do the research. This stuff is in our communities. This stuff happens in our cities, in our states. This stuff is real, guys. This is real darkness. This is not a game. There is a class of people who sell children on the black market, who take kids around the United States. All right. You don't have to believe me. Do the research. Again, guys, you can fact check any of this. Okay. I want to hurry up now. They also put poison in foods. That's another thing. The FDA. I want to briefly hit this. Really simple. Okay. Yes, they put poison on food. What? Yes, they put poison on food. There have been at least 2 lawsuits that the FDA, the Federal Food, U.S. Food and Drug Administration, have been involved in. For example, according to Lexology.com, the Center for Food Safety, CFS, recently filed a lawsuit against the U.S. Food and Drug Administration over the FDA's regulation of food additives and its GRAS program, which means generally recognized as safe. I'm going to hit that in a little bit. According to the suit or the lawsuit, the FDA has relied on a proposed rule over the last 15 years that has allowed food manufacturers to determine whether a food additive is safe enough to be included on the agency's list of GRAS, generally recognized as safe ingredients. Ingredients not on the GRAS list require agency approval before they can be used in food. This proposed rule was not final when the FDA began accepting GRAS notices in 1998, and it still has not been finalized today. That's a major problem. In the complaint, the CFS asked the court to vacate the proposed rule and require the FDA to apply the previous GRAS rule. The previous rule required manufacturers to formally petition the FDA, meaning you're going to ask now and watch this, petition the FDA for approval of new food additive as GRAS and to support such a request with published studies, which means I want to propose this corn, for example. I want to give you some corn to sell on the market, to sell to thousands and millions and billions of people across the world. But I'm going to prove that this is safe. I'm going to show you studies that there's no cancers, there's no biological medical disorders that this can cause or create. And this is 100% safe. This was a previous rule. This petition process also required the FDA to notify the public and to provide opportunity for comment before approving the additives. Meaning y'all had to allow the public to know. You had to go public and tell them, hey, this is the new food, these are the studies. According to the suit, the FDA's conduct of relying on a proposed rule indefinitely and not considering and responding to public comments in the process of finalizing the rule violates the rule making requirements of the FDA or the Administrative Procedures Act. Watch this. I want to go down a little bit. According to the complaint, there are several additives currently on the GRAS list. GRAS means generally recognized as safe. All right, generally recognized as safe foods on the GRAS list that pose serious health risks to consumers. Examples of unsafe additives include volatile oil, mustard, which may contain potential carcinogen. All right, carcinogen, which is a substance capable of causing cancer. Okay, I'm gonna repeat this again. Examples of unsafe additives include volatile oil of mustard, which may contain a potential substance that can cause people cancer. They can create cancer. Okay, and another substance, a fat substitute, Olestra, which has allegedly caused GI problems in consumers. Okay, GI problems. This is talking about acid reflux, heartburn, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain and syndrome, belching, bloating, biliary tract disorders, gallbladder disorders, gallstone pancreatitis, and all types of diseases. Okay, so that basically this is proof they're putting food on the market that has certain chemicals in it that can kill you. So these people are trying to sue them because they're not going public with the food that has chemicals in it. They won't share with the public, hey guys, this has poison. They just put it out there, and if you get it, you get it. They're not going to tell you that's poison. Okay? Neither does their, watch this, neither do, watch this, neither do they require a testing of these foods. When back, the earlier rule was that you had to show, if you wanted to bring a food to us, you had to show that it was safe and you had to show us scientific studies. Now, you don't have to do that, guys. It's proven. You don't have to show that the food is safe. You don't have to show the scientific evidence. If you say it's safe, we're going to put it as generally recognized as safe. You know what generally mean? Commonly or usually. Meaning, and that's how they get you with these wordings, GRAS. They give you these acronyms, but when you look at the whole word, GRAS, do the research, generally recognized as safe program, it's not 100% safe. It's generally. Why is something generally recognized as safe and not 100% safe? Guys, catch this, because this is how the darkness operates. And it's an agenda to kill people and to put diseases into people. The Bible says that Satan, or the adversary basically, comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Go do the research. Okay? They won 2 lawsuits. Guys, the FDA won 2 lawsuits. Okay? Just a little bit of extra. I want to read this. Watch this. I want to find this really quick. I thought that it was in here. Okay, watch this. The lawsuit also references a 2010 report from the U.S. Government Accountability Office that reached a similar conclusion, basically that the FDA is not showing us that food is poison. The FDA is hiding the fact that there's food poison in the food, basically. Watch this. Finding that this is what the U.S. Government Accountability Office said. This is the U.S. government. The U.S. government said this. Companies may determine a substance is GRAS or generally recognized as safe without FDA's approval or knowledge. This is the government that said this. According to the complaint, there are several foods on the GRAS list that pose serious health issues, and it's been scientifically proven. They managed to still win the lawsuit with all this evidence. The U.S. government said that the companies may determine a substance is grass without the FDA's approval, but the FDA claims that they check they check the foods, but it's been proven with the U.S. government, and they still won. How do you win a lawsuit and it's facts and it's the truth that you did this, but you get away with it? Wickedness, guys. People in power with the money, the system. I'm telling you, they still to this day are rolling on the indefinite rule, guys. The rule of grass. According to the suit, the FDA has relied on proposed rule over the last 15 years. And again, this rule is proposed. It's not even been set in stone. It's been a proposed rule, not for 2 years, not for 3, not for 4 years, for 15 years, that has allowed food manufacturers to determine whether a food additive is safe enough to be included on the agency's list. And they don't have to show the scientific evidence. This has been proposed for 15 years. Why has a rule been proposed? Guys, the key word proposed. They won't finalize it because they know they can be held accountable. How is a company that me, you, and the rest of the people in the world function with allowed to go with a proposed rule that holds the value of people's life and death in their hands? This is life and death stuff, guys. This is food. This is poison that they allow to be in a food. Poison that have been studies to show they can cause cancer. All these type of studies, but they have won. The FDA has won 2 lawsuits. And the U.S. government proved that they have been, hiding the truth and poisoning the foods and not truly doing the research. The scientists have proved this, and they still won in the court of law. Wake up, America. You guys better wake up. There's an agenda at hand to kill people. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. There's no way they should have won that. And then I want to talk about this phenomenon called racism. I'm not going to go deep into this, but this is major. This is major. And I'm going to tell you right now, this evil is on the 7 mountains. Okay? The 7 mountains is a concept. All right? It speaks of the 7 mountains are entertainment, the government. That's 2. 3 is the education system. 4 is the economy. 5 is religion. Okay? 6 is family. Give me 1 second. And 7 is business. They go in different orders. These 7 mountains hold some of the wickedest people in the world. Stop. These 7 mountains hold some of the most wicked and corrupt people you and I know. Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and guess where they are? Against spiritual wickedness. Look at the key words of the Bible. Against spiritual wickedness in high places. You're talking about these 7 mountains, guys. The wickedness are there. And religion. This wickedness is everywhere, guys. This wickedness is in the family. This wickedness is in the religion system. This wickedness is in education. This wickedness is in the media. This wickedness is in entertainment. It's in business and government. Guys, some of the people that we look up to, rappers and influential leaders, are involved in cults that sacrifice and kill children. Sacrifice, it's proven, guys. It's proven. It's all in the music. This stuff is proven, guys, and there are lawsuits against these people. You got to look this up, and we got to wake up before it's too late. Okay? I'm gonna say something that's gonna make a lot of people mad. Racism is a real thing, and the white elite class is a real class of people. They've been here for years. And some people say, white elite class? Guys, how do you think racism got here? Black people ain't create that. Now somebody say, I thought we fight against flesh and blood. Yes, it's Satan, but who is it using? If it's black or people of color that are being oppressed, who's the oppressor? The white elite class that do not want Africans to come up to the standard that God truly had us to come up with. I'm not going to make this, I'm not going to talk about racism too long, but I'm going to talk about it. Racism goes so deep to the point where they took Jesus's natural color, the savior of the freaking world. They took his color and made it white. Watch this. I don't want y'all to think I'm making up something. Look at this. Because this wickedness is great. Jesus Christ. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Jesus Christ. I'm going to go to images. You're not going to see one colored photo. Look at all this. All right, guys. Look, and I'm not trying to be no black power advocate. I am that though. But I'm for the truth. Jesus wasn't white. Okay? They've Americanized, this white class has Americanized this wickedness. And why does color matter? There's a question. Well, somebody say color don't matter. The color of Jesus don't matter. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because if his color didn't matter, they would have left his color alone. Listen to this, guys. If color did not matter, they would have left it alone. And what they don't want you to know the strong heritage that's in melanin, that's in the people of color. They don't want you to know that we came from kings. They don't want you to know our history. That is an agenda to hide. And then beyond that, they've killed black people. Black people have been used as slaves. Black people have been used as less than a human. Black people once upon a time looked upon as less than a human being. I mean, this phenomenon of racism, we know this is factual. That's evil. Stop right there. That's darkness. And the fact that they changed the color of Jesus, I tell you what, if Jesus' true skin color, which was a brown-skinned Jew, if his true skin color was nationally and worldwide recognized as a person of color or a black man, half of these white people would not be praising him. I'm telling you right now. And that's wicked. That's wickedness. That's wickedness. And that don't mean black people better than white people. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is right and wrong is wrong. And you can find wrong. Why would you lie about a man's skin color? If it truly was not a problem or an issue, they would have left it alone. But you can see America changes history to let it fit their agenda. This phenomenon of making the white class the top level and the top tier class has been, this is a true study. You look at this. The fact that racism exists. Listen to this. I don't like you because of the color of your skin. Stop right there. Guys, this is the most wicked stuff I've ever seen. The light and the darkness is at war. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. These people are so bold, they lied on God's son and said that he's a white man to push an agenda that white people are the supreme class. I wouldn't have no problem with it if Jesus were actually white. But he wasn't. And the problem I have with they changed his color is that some black people will say, color don't matter. Even some of you black fools. If it didn't matter, they wouldn't have changed his skin color and made it white. They wouldn't have made it this. Listen to this. If skin color did not matter, guys, if skin color did not matter, they wouldn't have did this. Okay? They wouldn't have did this. If skin color did not matter, they wouldn't. Why would they change it? Answer that question. They want to brainwash the society. They want to strip certain human beings of the rights of equality. That is wicked. I mean, and if you speak about some of this stuff, they'll kill you. Go look at what happened to Martin Luther King. The government was proven to have killed Martin Luther King. The government, the United States government, in a lawsuit, killed Martin Luther King. Watch this. The U.S. government, Amsterdam News. AmsterdamNews.com. The U.S. government found guilty of assassinating Dr. King. Guys, this darkness is serious. They killed a man. The U.S. government. And this some people hear this and it's fly over your head. You're like, we know that. No, you don't know. You don't know. He was a black man. Guys, this is serious. This is some serious stuff. This racism, this is serious, man. This darkness, this is serious. And I mean, I'm like I said, I'm doing my best to keep this I did my best to keep this short and to keep this simple. But this darkness is real, guys. Even to the point that in the drinking water, there's fluoride. And if you look at the fluoride, if you look at why they have fluoride in our water, they said it's so that our teeth may be whitened. Guys, that's not the truth. Fluoride is a poison to humans drinking. They do that to clean the water, or what, guys, they come up with these little excuses. But it's an agenda to kill people, to limit the population. And the truth is, a lot of people will deny this, but it's factually proven. God is tired of people sleeping. There is a realm of light and darkness, and there is a realm of darkness that is encroaching and grasping the air of America. It's grasping the air of the world. And if we wait too long, it's going to be too late. I'm going to just do one more thing. CERN. If you look up CERN, I'm trying to see, this place is an intergovernmental organization that operates the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. If you do the research, these people are trying to open up portals to other places, to other dimensions, to other realms, to find certain things. They were tampering with the laws of the spirit realm as we know it. They made, if you can do the research, CERN, these people made a machine to open up a hole or a gap in between the spirit world and the natural world for things to come in and pass through. You can do the research. And this stuff is just really serious. This is really serious, okay? This darkness is real. And I'm charging everybody in America to wake up. And the way to wake up is to be quickened. You have to be quickened in the spirit. God has to wake you up. God has to quicken you. And quicken means to make you aware of what you have, make you aware of your power, make you come into true alignment with your true spiritual self that God called you to be. There is a realm of light and darkness, people hearing voices. There is a realm, a supernatural world that we cannot see, guys, with our natural eye, that is right before our eyes. People that hear voices, they are more prone to this supernatural world. But there is a supernatural world that is interconnected or connected with the natural world. Listen to this. Listen what the Bible says. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 12. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware. Guys, this is a very supernatural place that we at. Even the fact that giants existed. Giants, guys. Giants. The men of old, the men of renown. The people that we hear about in movies. Giants. Over 15 feet, 20 feet tall, guys. These people existed. And the truth of certain wars that happened way back then. The Titans. Mythology, Greek mythology. This stuff is deep. And this spiritual battle that we in, it is so real. It's so much realer than what we see. And we have to wake up. I challenge anybody that watched this video to go back and fact check anything that I've told you. Go fact check it. And then you see if what I said was true. You see. You go check if there's missing children. You go check if organ trafficking is real. You go check if sex trafficking is real. You go check if child sacrifice is real. Just type it in online. You go type and check if the FDA is poisoning food. And there's so many things I haven't even shared, but this is just groundbreaking. And the world has to wake up. Even what's going on in other countries, third world countries, the forced child labor. Guys, this is huge. That's not normal. That's not normal, guys. The missing children, that's not normal. And people are fighting families. Guys, these principalities, this darkness that Ephesians chapter 6, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. This darkness is real, guys. And you have to engage in this battle whether you want to or not. It does not matter. It doesn't matter who you are. White, black, it don't matter. And the fact that so much has been hidden, the United States government has hidden things in history. It's stuff that, again, if you even talk about certain things that's going on in the government, they will kill you. This is proof. I've committed my life to separate myself from people who live in the darkness and deny the truth. I don't wish that I wasn't woke. I don't wish that I had, some people say, I wish I had not known all this. I don't wish that. I'm glad that I know it because I can engage in spiritual warfare. But everybody has to wake up, and only God can wake people up. A lot of people are stuck in what they call the matrix, which in the matrix, in simple, is a place of unawareness to what's really going on. It's a place of unawareness to what's actually going on in your politics. These diseases, COVID, if y'all looking at these man-made diseases, guys, and why is this important? Because it's about to get so much worse. I ask everybody to fact check this. If you don't believe anything I said, that's fine. Go fact check it. Go fact check it. Again, America has to wake up now before it's too late. Thanks.